Hey y'all, this is Anya at DecoToes. Welcome back. Before we begin, I just want to say if you do enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Also, for anyone who does stick to the end of this video, and it might be a long one, huge thank you. It helps me out so much, and I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to spend some time with me. So this video is going to be just a little bit different. I did want to film a get ready with me video while I chat to you about some topics. I did want to use some of the things that I bought as add-ons in the latest BoxyCharm sale. And the whole look was inspired by the eyeshadow palette that I just purchased. But the topic was inspired by something else. So if you want to see how I created this look, and also if you want to hear what I have to say about being positive and your self-esteem and just being okay and comfortable in your own body, then go ahead and keep on watching. So to begin, we're going to use this 4-in-1 tinted moisturizer from Pure. This was in one of the previous BoxyCharms, but I didn't get it and I really wanted it, so I purchased it in the add-ons. This is in the shade LN2, and I think it's too light for me, but personally I really like that light, very fair, almost like a porcelain doll kind of a look. So and I really like this application of it, that it's like a squeeze out tube, because then I can just kind of dot it all over my face. Alright, so as I apply this, I just want to talk about what made me finally decide what I want to talk about in this video. I did really want to kind of have a meaningful topic while I get ready, and I wasn't sure what to talk about, and then something happened. What happened was I received an Instagram message from a young lady. I won't mention her name, but if you're watching, you know who you are. And this message was just so touching, and I kid you not, after I read it, I'm like, okay, this is why I continue doing my videos and doing YouTube, even though right now I'm not getting anything out of it. I mean, financially speaking. So as much as I appreciate all of my viewers, this young lady just kind of pretty much said that she appreciates my videos and how it helped her with her self-esteem and stuff, and that message has led me to the topic that I want to talk about, and that is just being positive about yourself and loving yourself and self-esteem, and what that's like for me in my situation. And it's a very deep topic, and I feel like I can sit here and go on and on and on about it for hours. So just a little heads up, this video might be kind of lengthy, so if you want to grab a snack, go right ahead. I'm going to add a little bit more of this on my cheeks. I am very hot, and this light is not helping, so my face is extra red right now, so I feel like I need extra coverage to cover that up. Anyways, I want to start off by talking about what it was like for me as a young girl. And when I'm talking like up to the age of early teens, maybe like very early teens. I was very self-conscious. I didn't want people looking at me. So I wanted to cover up as much of my body as I could. And so I never wore shorts because I was self-conscious about all the scars that I have on one of my leg from all the surgeries that I've had on it. And I also didn't want anybody seeing my shoulders. And here's the thing, people are generally curious. I mean, I've had kids, little kids, come up to me and like try to peek in my sleeve. So part of me is like, well, okay, this is me, and I can either choose to be that self-conscious that I'll be hot and sweating instead of putting shorts on. And I can stop myself from wearing all the different sleeveless tops, or I can just learn how to be comfortable with myself. And if people do look at me, I can learn how to accept that or ignore it. And a lot of times, and you know, as long as people are not rude, I'm okay with it. I get people's curiosity. That's not like, I don't want to be like, you know, don't look at me. Because it's okay if you look and you smile and you say hi, then that's all good. And I don't have anything against that. But all that to say is that it definitely took me a while to be comfortable with myself and learning how to not be overly worried about what other people think. I'm going to top this tinted moisturizer with my favorite powder from Pure. So it led me to this whole idea on, you know, people in life, they come and they go and you meet new people, and you know, whether you move or whatever, but you have to live with yourself. You're the one person who you cannot escape from. So instead of being worried about what other people think and whether or not other people accept you for who you are, it's much, much, much more important that you accept yourself for who you are and the way you are, and that you are okay in your own body and you're comfortable with yourself and you truly love yourself for who you are. So you just really have to stop and think what is really important in life. And it's really not worth being so self-conscious about yourself that you stop yourself from enjoying the life that you want to live, and you put yourself in this little shell and you don't want to be around people, or you just don't want to be yourself around other people. So it's really a lot more beneficial to just accept yourself. Learn how to be okay with all the imperfections that you have. So really, true happiness is not determined by our circumstances. And what I mean is, some people, let's face it, are beautiful and rich and famous, and a lot of them are not happy. And a lot of them end up just being miserable despite all these things that they have. And then you have other people that you might think, wow, this person seems like they don't have anything in life that would make them happy. And yet you see them smiling every day. So, why is it like that? Well, I cannot stress enough the importance of what you focus your mind on. And just to show you on my specific example, okay? I could sit here and be, you know, counting all the scars on my body every day. I could sit here and say, well, I don't have arms. I can't do this or that, or I have to do this differently than others, or I have pain in my body every day. And all these things, if I focused on them, oh, wait a minute, there's more. My teeth are crooked, and I have acne-prone skin, and I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. If I focused on all of that, all of the things that I maybe don't love about myself, I would be miserable. Oh my goodness, I would be one miserable lady. We're gonna go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer next. And so what I do choose to do in life is to focus on the things that I do like about myself. I've learned to like my curly hair, for example. I've learned to appreciate that I have very small feet. I have learned how to like being short. And trust me, I'm short. I choose to enjoy the things that I like doing, and I take the time to do them. Makeup being a huge part of that. And you really have to take the time to do the things that make you feel more confident. Now, this is more specifically talking about women, obviously, but you know, makeup makes me feel very confident in myself. And if you feel more comfortable being without makeup, all natural, then you do that. I mean, it doesn't matter what other people like or what other people consider to be okay and acceptable and good. You have to do what you feel comfortable with. I'm gonna take this lightest pink shade in the Iconic London face palette as my blush. And I've always been the same way, even with the clothes I wear. I like wearing what I feel comfortable with. I don't like to follow the latest trends. I never did. Clearly, I could never be a motivational speaker because my mind just gets like jammed with all these thoughts, and then I lose my train of thought, and it's not good. But all I'm trying to say is you have to do you, and you have to love yourself, and you have to just learn how to do that, because how can anybody accept or love you for who you are if you can't accept yourself? And that leads me to the fact that if you do accept yourself and you are confident in yourself, then trust me, it shows. It shows. People who are self-conscious make it known to everybody. Whether you realize it or not, people can sense that. And so being comfortable in your own body, just the way it is, with all the flaws and imperfections, make people be more accepting of it, because they know that you accept yourself the way you are. Now we're going to use this top shade right here, the light one, as my highlighter. And you know, you see all these people on TV, these beautiful people and thin people and tall people and flawless skin looking people, and you're like, whoa, I don't look anything like this, I'm ugly. Yeah, people don't really look like that in real life. Yes, people look all different, but that's the beauty of it. I mean, it would be boring if everybody was tall and thin and had, you know, dark hair and brown eyes or whatever it is. The variety that we have among each other is what is special and unique about all of us. And it's a beautiful thing. And I think we should all embrace our uniqueness and really, really be okay with it. And so now, that part was for all the people who are insecure about themselves. Now let me talk about all the other people and how they view others, because that's another really important thing. Because if you have people that bully other people, then it's that much harder for that bullied person to then be confident in themselves. So really it's all of our efforts that can make each and one of us feel better about ourselves and about other people. And it's really so worth it. I mean, I cannot see how being a bully would make anybody feel better. If anything, it's because they don't feel comfortable about themselves or about their life, that they feel like they need to bring other people down. And I've been very, very fortunate to never really been bullied or made fun of for the way I look, and I'm so happy about that. And I know so many people struggle with that, and it's a really, really big problem, because nowadays I think now more than ever, kids, especially young people, just find all these different and ridiculous reasons to make fun of other people. And it's sad. It's so incredibly sad, because we just end up making each other miserable, and that's no way to live your life. By the way, I just used the Smashbox Photo Finish Fresh Setting Powder in the shade 01. And now we are going to top all of this off with the Tarte Setting Mist. I love this stuff. That's another one of the add-ons that I just purchased from BoxyCharm. So I'm resting this on my knee here and spraying away. It smells so like delicate and fresh. I love it. Now we're gonna take the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion and prime the eyes with this. Okay, so I'm gonna put some on my eyelids, and I'm gonna use my big toe to pat it out. And now using this Pure Face palette in Fair Light, we're gonna take this lightest shade right next to my foot, and I'm gonna set my eyes with that. By the way, I forgot to mention this Morphe M532 brush was also something I just purchased in the add-ons, and I figured it'd be really good for like setting my or reaching my under eyes, and also setting my eye with that. It's nice and fluffy. It's like a highlighter brush, I think. I hope everything that I've said in this video so far makes any kind of sense, at least a little bit. But I think it's so important. Really, if my videos and my life can help just one single person to feel better about themselves and about their life, then I feel like I've done my job, and it's so worth it. I mean, I can sit here and keep doing videos and keep doing them, and just that one message just entirely made my day. Plus, I'm so glad that some women watch my videos. Okay, I just bought this Milani Weekend Brow. Check out how thin is this brush. It's amazing. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm trying to go for the more natural eyebrows, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope they're kind of semi-even. And I'm just gonna top it off with this Benefit Gimme Brow gel. It is well loved by me. I love this stuff. And I use the shade 4. Alrighty guys, all that's left is my eyes, and I'm so excited. So the item I purchased as an add-on in BoxyCharm that inspired this whole look, the makeup look, not the topic of the video, is this Marc Jacobs Provocateur palette. And it is not a new palette. It's quite old. I mean, I want to say it's like a few years old, but I have never had a Marc Jacobs palette, and I really wanted to try one. And it was on such an amazing sale. I was like, yes, I have to have it. And this is what it looks like inside. These colors are so up my alley. So we're just gonna hop in, and I do want to make something that's going to include that hot-ish pink color in this palette. Okay, let's dip into the first shade, and we're gonna start with the pink shade. Actually, I want something bold, so I'm taking this fluffy brush and I'm gonna go right in my crease with it. I hope this isn't gonna like turn really bad, and then I'm gonna have to like delete the whole video, and yeah. Okay, no, this is gonna be beautiful. I'm going all the way in, and that's another thing that makes me so happy, is eyeshadow palettes. If you haven't heard me say that before, I love eyeshadow palettes. Oh my goodness, do I love them? Indeed, yes I do. And I feel like there isn't a color or a palette that I wouldn't wear on my eyes. They blend very nicely and easily. Alright, the pink is on. And now I'm going to go in with that purplish shade right next to the pink. I will go ahead and put that in the outer corner of the eye. Let me find my brush. And I'm using my little triangular brush from ColourPop. That brush, I love that brush so much. And I'm gonna go up to the crease and like almost on half of the lid, I guess. And now I'm gonna go in with this clean fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna blend that color in a little bit. And now I'm gonna go in with that shade right in the middle. And so I'm gonna take it on that sponge applicator. Okay, I thought that was gonna be lighter for some reason. And this is what I'm talking about. If putting eyeshadow on your eyes every day is what makes you feel confident, or if it's just makeup in general, or if it's hair, or if it's doing your nails, or if it's being in your PJs. Well, maybe I wouldn't recommend that, especially not in a pandemic. Staying to a nice routine and getting ready every day is good. Not to go crazy in this pandemic. But what I'm saying is just do what makes you comfortable. Don't feel like just because somebody does makeup or wears makeup every day that you have to do the same. You just have to do what you enjoy doing. And that is really the key to it all. And I feel like if more people did that, then the world would be such a happier place. I really like the way this is looking. Really like the way this is looking. I am gonna go in with that lightest shade all the way at the end. And I'm gonna top it off. It's like a very cool tone color. I'm gonna go in like just in the very inner third of the eye. And I took that lightest shade again. And I'm gonna actually start in from the very inner corner to use that as the highlight color. Now I'm gonna go in with that purple shade on this tiny brush, and I'm actually going to put that on the lower lash line. Okay, before I finish doing this entire look, I do want to talk about one more thing, and that is appreciation for what you do have in life. Because people take so many things for granted. And let me tell you on my own example, I used to, like, how many of you wake up each morning and be like, oh, I'm so thankful I can walk, for example? Well, for those of you who can, I'm guessing you don't really think about it much, do you? Well, I used to not think about it much, but then I found myself in a wheelchair for a year of my life, I believe. What happened was my left leg got slightly bent like this, and it was stuck like that, and it wouldn't move. And so all I could do is jump on my right leg. I was not able to walk on it like that. And it was a difficult time in my life. It was not easy because it made my life that much more difficult. I mean, getting around and just doing things. And ever since then, I take the time to appreciate the fact that I can walk. And so many people, unfortunately, appreciate what they have after they lose it. And it's not good. Because whatever you have today, whether it's having arms or family or a job, or being able to walk, or being able to think and speak and see, whatever it is, imagine if you lost that tomorrow. Would you not then think of yesterday as such a wonderful day? So instead of focusing on the negatives in our lives, on the things that we don't have, on the things that we wish we had, on the things that we wished were different, why not take the time and really learn how to appreciate everything, even the little things that we do have in life, and make sure that that is what brings us happiness? Because we can lose just about anything, including our life, at any moment, really. And so just learn how to appreciate what you have. I mean, I cannot stress that enough. And I'm saying that and thinking of myself because I could sit here and complain about, pain and not having arms, whatever. But then, I don't know what's going to happen in the near future. My left leg is not doing too well. And I have a lot of pain in it. I have really bad arthritis, and it's a problem. And I rely so heavily on my legs that I just don't know what's going to happen in the future. I might end up getting a new replacement for my left knee soon-ish. If I do, I'll make sure to share as much of it as I can with you guys. But it's just making me think, like, I have my leg. Yes, it hurts, and yes, it's not working the way it should, but I have it, and it helps me every day with all the tasks that I do. So then I thought, if I lost the mobility in that leg, or that leg altogether, I would be devastated. And I'm not going to think about what would happen and what would it be like if it did happen, but I will choose to, even through the pain, appreciate that I do have that leg to help me out in life, to be independent. And it's just something that we all need to do. I literally cannot talk about this enough, literally. But please appreciate your life and appreciate whatever level of health that you do have, and appreciate anybody close to you that you have. There is just so much in life that we can really appreciate. So take the time to do that. I'm gonna tight line with this black buxom eyeliner. Alright, we are almost finished. We're gonna do our eyelashes with the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. And we're gonna finish off with lips with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Oh Snap. I'm gonna outline my lips with this and fill them in too. And to top it off, we're gonna use the Luxe Gloss from the Raw Beauty Christie collection in the shade Glacier. I love this stuff, it's so sparkly. And this completes the look. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that at least some of what I said made any sense at all. As much as I thought about what I'm gonna say, it just, first of all, I cannot do two things at once, so I either focus on applying makeup or I focus on talking. So it's really difficult for me to do both of the things at the same time. I hope I didn't do too bad, because I really want to do more of those videos of these like chatty, whatever's on my mind, get ready with me videos. I hope you like that idea, and I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I will see you again next week. Bye.